My name's Davida Shensky, and the title of this podcast is Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis, where we discuss relationships, personal growth, mental health, and any other issue that you need to understand in order to overcome any limiting beliefs you have to reach your personal success on a long term basis. And today's presentation is 5 thoughtful journal prompts to help you discover who you are. Do you like to journal, or have you been considering journaling for a while now, yet haven't made the commitment? Journaling is a wonderful tool to help you sift, sort, and process information and emotions. It's also a great way to just keep track of what's going on in your life. Looking back through the years or decades can be interesting and rewarding. Journaling can also help you have a positive impact on your emotional or mental health. Why is that? Because it gives you an outlet for thoughts and emotions. It's soothing to the soul, and it might just make you see life from a deeper perspective. You can write whatever you want, say whatever you feel, without having to worry about the thoughts or judgments from others. Many people use journaling simply to help them ease their minds and worries, or perhaps to note experiences in their lives. I enjoy regular journaling to gain insight, get my emotions out, have emotional wounds, or rather heal emotional wounds, and become more self aware. If you're not sure where to start, take a look at the thoughtful journal prompts, such as you those that can be helpful as you begin your journal or journaling. So the 5 thoughtful journal prompts to get to know yourself better. What does your dream life look like? Maybe you're already living your dream life. If so, congratulations. If not, here's a journal prompt that will help you continue to dream and go after whatever you desire. Consider the question very carefully and don't just be haphazardly writing down any unrealistic dreams that you are already telling yourself, yet never happen. Slow down and think about how you really want your life to look, short and long term. Where would you go if you could go anywhere? What would you do if you could do anything? What is your ideal idea of a dream life? Be as detailed and specific as you can. Once you've described your dream life, start thinking of small things that you can work toward to get closer to achieving your dream life. And don't forget to enjoy the journey toward manifesting it. What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? You might need to tackle these questions separately. Give them some real thought and consider times in your life that your strengths or your weaknesses had a direct effect on your situation. For example, when is a time that a weakness had held you back? When is a time that a strength has helped you achieve or overcome something? Talk about your strengths and your weaknesses in detail. How do you feel about them? Once you identify your strengths and your weaknesses, how can you use those going forward? How can you improve perceived weaknesses? Write a letter. Is there someone in your life that you didn't get to share your thoughts or emotions with, but you still want to? What do you want to say? Write a letter to that person or people in your life where you feel you didn't get to express your voice. This could be someone you aren't very happy with or someone who has had a wonderful impact on you. You aren't writing the letter to send to them. This is simply an exercise to get out what you didn't have the chance or just didn't want to share at the time. Otherwise, perhaps you never had the chance to share it with them. This letter should be written to someone else and perhaps address something left unsaid. So here are some ideas. Write a letter to someone who was there for you when you needed it most, a friend you drifted away from, to someone you lost, an ex or a crush, someone who significantly impacted your life. This list could easily grow long, but the key is to share something that you never got to share. This letter may be somewhat emotional experience on some level. That being said, if you think you'll become emotionally triggered in a way that would feel overwhelming, it may not be the time to write such a letter. Rather, write a letter to someone who has impacted your life in a positive way. How can I impact the world? This one is hard for some people, but it's a great way to really dig into who you are and what makes you tick, and you can find ways that you can share who you are in a positive way. Everyone can make changes in the world if they are willing to try. Your actions might be small or large, both matter, or it might just be an idea that you share. What can you do using your own strengths and characteristics to make a difference somewhere? You don't have to run for president, single handedly cure a disease, or resolve homelessness, but think about an action or change that you can make that might just have an impact on some level. Look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? For many of us, we see imperfections. We instantly notice something that we want to change or something that isn't right. Now, erase those thoughts and look again. Grab your journal, look in the mirror, and write down exactly what you see. Describe colors, thoughts, feelings, and physical aspects. This is a good, hard look in the mirror. Don't just write about what you don't like. Look at those things that you consider positive. Also, look deep into your eyes, right into what some call your soul. That soul is beautiful and radiant. Remind yourself of this. Ready to try those thoughtful journey prompts? Journaling can be therapeutic to our hearts and minds, but it can also provoke thought and change. I hope these thoughtful journal prompts have helped you come to know yourself a bit better and have helped you cultivate more self love. Feel free to continue journaling and get to know yourself better on many levels. Often, these are things we just don't think about. And how we can utilize journaling as a therapeutic way to help us overcome many of our self doubts. And in the past, if you look at what's known as psychodrama, where you can act out and express feelings to someone that you haven't seen in the past, where there are unresolved feelings, that is another avenue that you can use to overcome any limiting beliefs that you have.